Hello everyone, welcome! My name is Anna. I am happy you are here. Today I have a story for you. It is a story from my life. It is about my very first day at work. Do you remember your first day at a new job? Or maybe your first day at a new school? That first day is always special. You feel many things. You feel excited. You feel happy. And you feel very, very nervous. I remember my first day very well. I remember everything. In this video, I will tell you all about my first day. I will tell you what happened. I will speak English slowly. I will use simple words. This video is perfect for A1 and A2 English learners. You can learn with me. You can read the subtitles. You can listen to the new words. You can practice listening. This story uses real English. It is the English people use every day. This is a good way to learn. Stories are fun. Learning English with stories is easy. Are you ready? Are you ready to learn with me? Great! Let's go back to that morning. Let's start the story. My first day started very early. My alarm clock made a noise. Beep, beep, beep. It was 6 o'clock a.m. I opened my eyes. My bedroom was dark. The sun was not in the sky. I turned off the alarm clock. I sat up in my bed. I was tired, but I was also very excited. Today was the big day, my first day at my new job. I did not want to be late, so I got out of bed quickly. First, I went to the bathroom. I looked in the mirror. I looked tired. I washed my face with cold water. The cold water helped me. I felt more awake. Then I brushed my teeth. I brushed them for 2 minutes, up and down, left and right. After that, I took a shower. The shower was quick. I did not have much time. The water was warm. It felt good. I used soap. I washed my hair. I felt clean and relaxed. I got out of the shower and used a big white towel. I went to my bedroom. I needed to choose my clothes. I chose my clothes the night before. This was a good idea. I did not want to be stressed in the morning. I wanted to look professional. I wanted to make a good impression. Impression means what people think of you. I looked at my clothes. I had a red shirt. No, that was too bright. I had a t-shirt. No, that was not professional. I chose a nice white shirt and black pants. Simple and professional. I put on my clothes. I also put on a small silver necklace. It was a nice necklace. It was not too big. Now I was ready for breakfast. I went to the kitchen. I made a cup of coffee. I usually drink tea in the morning, but that day I needed coffee. I needed more energy. I was nervous. I also made toast. I put butter on the toast and I boiled 1 I sat at the kitchen table. I tried to eat my breakfast, but I was too nervous. My stomach felt strange. I took small bites of my toast. I drank my coffee slowly. While I was eating, I looked at the clock on the wall. The clock said 6:45 a.m. I needed to leave soon. I did not want to be late. I finished my coffee. I put my plate in the sink. I checked my bag. I checked it one time. Then I checked it again. I wanted to be sure. What was in my bag? My phone? Yes, my wallet. Yes, my keys. Yes, a notebook. Yes, a pen. Yes. I also packed my lunch for later. I put a bottle of water in my bag too. Everything was ready. Before I left my house, I stood in front of the mirror one last time. The mirror was near the door. I looked at my clothes. I looked at my hair. Everything looked okay. I tried to smile. I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, "Anna, you can do this. Be friendly, listen to people, and smile." I took a deep breath, in and out. I opened the front door. I stepped outside. The air was cool. The sky was blue, but the sun was just coming up. It was quiet outside. My morning was finished. It was time to go to work. My house was not far from the bus stop. It was only a 5-minute walk. I locked my door. I walked quickly on the street. My heart was beating fast. Thump, thump, thump. My hands were cold. I was still nervous. I looked at my phone. 7:15 a.m. The bus comes at 7:20 a.m. I did not want to miss the bus. I walked faster. I arrived at the bus stop. There were 2 other people waiting. I looked down the street. I saw the bus. It was coming. Good. I did not miss it. The bus arrived. It stopped. The doors opened. I got on the bus. I said good morning to the bus driver. He smiled. I tapped my bus card on the machine. The bus was quiet. It was not full. Many seats were empty. I found a seat near the window. I sat down. The bus started to move. I looked out the window. The city was waking up. Shops were opening. Cars were on the street. People were walking. I watched the people. I thought maybe they are going to work too. My mind was busy. I was not really watching the trees or the shops. I was thinking about my new office. I was thinking about my new manager. Her name was Sarah. I was thinking about the new things I had to learn. I practiced in my head. Hello, my name is Anna.
It is nice to meet you.
Hello, I am Anna.
Nice to meet you. I said it over and over in my head. The bus ride was about 20 minutes. It felt very long. I checked my phone again. 7:40 a.m. Then I heard the bus computer say the name of my stop. This is it, I said to myself. The bus slowed down. I stood up. I held the rail. The bus stopped. The doors opened. I stepped off the bus. I looked around. The street was busy. There were tall buildings. There were many people. They were all walking fast. There was a lot of noise. Cars, buses, people talking. I checked the address on my phone. I looked at the building numbers. 101, 103. I saw it. My new office building. It was number 105. I took one more deep breath. I started walking toward the door. I stood in front of the building. I stood there for a few seconds. It was a very tall building. It was modern. It had big glass windows. The windows were very clean. I saw people. They were walking in and out of the building. They walked very fast. They all looked very busy. I walked inside. The lobby was big. It was very bright and very clean. There was a large desk near the entrance. This was the security desk. A security guard was sitting behind the desk. He was wearing a uniform. I walked to the desk. I tried to smile. I said, "Good morning. My name is Anna. I am starting work today." The security guard looked at me. He smiled. "Good morning, Anna. Welcome." He looked at a list on his computer. "Yes, here is your name, Anna." He gave me a small plastic card. It was a visitor's pass. "Here is your pass. Take the elevator to the 5th floor. Someone will meet you there." "Thank you," I said. I walked to the elevators. There were 4 elevators. I pressed the button to go up. I waited. My hands were sweating. I was nervous again. An elevator door opened. I stepped inside. Inside the elevator, I pressed the button for number 5. The doors closed. The elevator was quiet. It started to go up. Ding, floor 2. Ding, floor 3. Ding, floor 4. Ding, floor 5. The doors opened. I stepped out onto the 5th floor. It was a bright hallway. I saw another desk. This was the reception desk. A woman was sitting at the desk. She was typing on a computer. She looked up when I walked out of the elevator. She smiled. "Hi there, can I help you?" she asked. "Yes," I said, "I'm Anna. Today is my first day." "Oh, welcome, Anna," she said. She was very friendly. "We have been expecting you. We are happy you are here." Thank you, I said. "I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited too." She laughed a little. "Don't worry, that is normal. Everyone is nervous on their first day." That made me feel better. "That's good to hear," I said. "I will take you to meet your manager. Her name is Sarah. She will help you get started."
Great! Thank you so much! You're welcome, Anna. Follow me. You'll be fine. We walked through the office. It was a big, open office. People were sitting at desks. They were working. Some people were typing on computers. Some people were talking on the phone. It was quiet but busy. We stopped at a small office. The door was open. A woman stood up from her desk. She walked toward me. She was smiling. Hi, Anna. I'm Sarah, your manager. It's so nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, I said. I tried to sound confident. Sarah showed me to my desk. It was in the open office. It was a simple desk. It had a computer, a chair, a phone, and some new clean papers. This is your spot, Sarah said. You can put your things here. I put my bag on the floor. I sat down in the chair. It was my chair, my desk. I looked around. Everything was new. It felt a little scary. Sarah smiled. Don't worry, she said. We will go step by step. I felt a little better. I was in my first job, my first office. The day was just beginning. First, Sarah gave me a tour. She showed me where the kitchen was. You can get coffee or water here, she said. She showed me where the bathrooms were. She showed me the meeting rooms. She even showed me the emergency exit. Everything was clean and organised. After the tour, we went back to my desk. Okay, Anna, Sarah said. Let's start with something easy. That made me feel very good. Easy is a great word on your first day. She gave me a folder. The folder was full of papers. These are forms from new clients, she said. We need them typed into the computer system. Sarah showed me how to turn on the computer. She showed me how to log in. She showed me the program. She showed me where to find the forms. She showed me how to enter the information. She did the first one with me. You type the name here. You type the phone number here. You type the email address here. Then you click Save. Do you understand? She asked. Yes, I said. I think so. She smiled. Good. Now it's your turn. Just take your time. Let me know if you need help. Sarah went back to her office. I looked at the first paper. My hands were shaking a little. I opened the program. I started to type. Very slowly, very carefully. I typed the client's name. THOMAS. I typed the phone number 55512334. I checked the paper. I checked the computer. It was correct. I clicked Save. Done. One form was finished, many more to go. I smiled. I can do this.
I took the second paper. I started typing. After about 30 minutes, Sarah came back. "How is it going?" she asked. "It is good," I said. "I finished 6 forms." "Wow, that's great, Anna. Keep going. You are doing a good job." I felt happy. I continued typing. I finished Form 7, Form 8, Form 9. I was focused. I just looked at the papers and the screen, and then I made a mistake. I was on form number 10. I typed the name. I typed the email. Then I typed the phone number. I typed it fast. I clicked save. I looked at the paper again. Oh no, the phone number on the paper was 5559876. The phone number I typed was 5559875. I typed the wrong number and I clicked save. "Oh no," I whispered. My heart started beating fast again. I did not know what to do. Should I tell Sarah? Will she be angry? It was my first day. I felt terrible. I took a deep breath. I must tell her. It is better to tell her. I stood up. I walked to her office. The door was open. "Sarah, I'm sorry." She looked up. "What is it, Anna?" "I made a mistake on one of the forms. I saved the wrong phone number." She looked at me. She did not look angry. She said, "That's okay, Anna. Mistakes happen. Everyone makes mistakes, especially on the first day." I felt a little better. "Let me show you how to fix it," she said. We walked back to my desk. She showed me how to find the form. "See, you click edit now. You can change the number." I changed the 5 to a 6. Now click save again. I clicked save. It was fixed. It was easy. It took less than 1 minute. "See," Sarah said, "you asked for help and now it is done. It is always better to ask for help." I smiled. I felt proud. I was not proud of the mistake. I was proud because I asked for help and I learned something new. At 12 p.m, Sarah came to my desk. "Time for lunch, Anna. You can take a break now. You get 1 hour." I looked at the clock. Wow, the whole morning was gone. I stood up. I stretched my arms. I was a little tired. I grabbed my lunch from my bag. I remembered the kitchen Sarah showed me. I walked there slowly. I was not sure what to do. Do people eat at their desks? Do they eat in the kitchen? I entered the kitchen. A few people were already there. They were eating sandwiches. They were chatting and laughing softly. I saw an empty table. I sat at the empty table. I opened my lunchbox. I had a sandwich, an apple, and a bottle of water. I took my first bite. Just then, someone walked over to me. "Hi, you're new, right?" she said. I looked up. Yes, I'm Emma. I mean Anna. My name is Anna. Today is my first day. I was so nervous, I almost said the wrong name. She smiled. She had a kind smile. Nice to meet you, Anna. I'm Lisa. I work in marketing. Can I sit here? Of course, I said. Please, I am happy to not eat alone. Lisa sat down. We started to talk. Lisa asked me questions. Where do you live, Anna? What did you study in school? I answered her questions slowly. I tried to use clear English. Lisa spoke clearly too. This helped me a lot. Talking with Lisa made me feel relaxed. It was nice to talk to someone. She told me about her first day. She said she got lost. She could not find the bathroom. We both laughed. She was very friendly. Before lunch was over, Lisa said, if you ever need anything or have a question, just ask me, okay? Thank you, Lisa. That is very kind. The afternoon went by faster than the morning. After lunch, Sarah gave me a few more tasks. I had to print some documents. She showed me how to use the big printer. I had to organize some folders. I also had to send my first work email. Sarah helped me write the email. It was a simple email. It said, "Hello, here are the documents. Thank you, Anna." I felt proud when I clicked send. My first real email at work. As the hours passed, I started to feel more comfortable. I was not so nervous. I remembered some names. Sarah, Lisa, the receptionist. I even said hi to a person near the kitchen. That small step felt very big to me. Soon the clock showed 5 p.m. People started to pack up. Computers were turned off. Chairs moved. Bags zipped. The office became quiet again. I packed my things. I put my notebook in my bag. I stood up. Lisa waved at me from her desk. Her desk was across the room. "See you tomorrow, Anna," she shouted. I replied, "See you, Lisa." I felt like I truly belonged there. I walked out of the office. I walked past the reception desk. "Good night," I said. "Good night, Anna. Good job today," the receptionist said. I took the elevator down. I walked out of the building. The sun was lower in the sky. The air was cool again. The streets were full of people. People going home. I was one of them. I was an office worker. I had finished my first day. So that was my first day at work. It was not perfect. I was nervous. I made a mistake. But I also learned a lot. I met kind people like Sarah and Lisa, and I took the first step in something new. And that is what really matters. If you are learning English, I hope my story helped you. I hope you practice listening.
I hope you learned some useful words. Real English comes from real stories, and this one was mine. Learning English should be fun. Stories like this make learning easier. Now, I have a question for you. What was your first day at work like? Or maybe your first day at a new school? Was it scary? Was it exciting? Did you make a mistake, like I did? Write a comment below. You can write in English. Even one sentence is great practice. Practice is the key. Don't be afraid to try. And if you enjoyed this story and you want to keep learning English with me, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel Lebensgeschichten, English lernen mit Geschichte. We have many more stories coming soon. Stories to help you grow, learn, and feel confident in English. Thank you for listening to my story. Goodbye.